This is absolute madness. Here we are on Yonge Street in downtown Toronto. If you look to the south, all the way down as far as the eye can see, and all the way to the north, along these bike lanes, not a single bicycle. I'm pleased to announce that I founded an organization in Toronto with my neighbors. We're a not-for-profit community organization called Keep Toronto Moving. The purpose of our organization is not to discourage cyclists. If anything, many of our supporters are cyclists. But the purpose of our organization is to bring some rational decision-making back to the City of Toronto as it relates to bicycle lanes on major arterial roads. Roads like on the Danforth, on Eglinton, here on Yonge Street, Bloor Street, on University Avenue, where we have major hospitals where ambulances on a regular basis block from getting in and out of. The city needs to step back and review where they're placing bike lanes. The purpose of this organization is to have a place where Torontonians who are as frustrated as we are to go to start to get involved and stand up for the irrational decisions that are being made at City Hall. Keep Toronto Moving decided to retain a major polling firm to do a proper study to get a sense of how Torontonians feel about these bike lanes in the arterial roads. And what we learned was that a majority of residents, 84%, want the next elected mayor to evaluate bike lanes every 2 to 3 years. 64% of Torontonians agree that dedicated bike lanes should be moved off of the major roadways so that they have less of an impact on congestion in local businesses. Well, most Torontonians are happy with the bike lanes existing in the city, as we are with Keep Toronto Moving. We want them to have less of an impact on commuting on our major arterial roadways. And so I encourage you, if you're part of Torontonians that feel this way, please go to keeptorontomoving.ca and get involved. Sign up and show your support so that we send a message to our elected politicians that they've taken the wrong path forward as it relates to bike lanes on major roadways in this city. Keep Toronto Moving, now that we're into a mayoral by-election, we're calling for the next mayor of Toronto to establish an anti-congestion office. We want to see a congestion czar, so to speak, who would be appointed directly and report to the mayor directly, who will be responsible for dealing with the congestion in this city, would oversee data collection, pilot projects, conduct balanced and objective analysis, and make formal recommendations to City Council relating to traffic congestion and specifically related to bike lanes in major arterial roads in our city, which is causing enormous congestion. Yonge Street, Eglinton proposed bike lanes, Shepherd Avenue, the Danforth, Bloor West out in Etobicoke, University Avenue. These are all streets in this city where bike lanes should not be. There's a place for cyclists in Toronto, but it's not on these major streets. I believe that if we want a strong mayor, a mayor who's going to do the right thing for this city and get things moving again, this is the sort of motion that every mayoral candidate should be stepping up and endorsing.